How are you doing today? I hope that you're doing super awesome. I hope that the sun is shining on you and you feel all of the good vibes that are coming to you. This is such a loaded question, but I'm really gonna try. Okay. What e-course platform to use? Okay. I have a lot of opinions on this. Not because I'm trying to sell anything. In fact, I'm an affiliate for everybody. That's like really bad. I'm an affiliate for a ton of different things, but I've used a ton of different things. I stand to really gain nothing by telling you this honest truth because, quite frankly, the likelihood that you guys are going to choose anything that I say after what I say is going to be really slim. That sounds terrible. I'm a really bad salesperson today. That's okay. It's Monday. Okay, so let's be brutally honest. There are tons of different e-course platforms to use. There's tons of different places that you can go to host your course. Do you need to use an e-course platform specifically? Not really. You don't really need to. If you're not ready for courses yet, ignore this and come back to it when you are. So that's my disclaimer. Buckle up, buttercups, because we're going in. Podia is the cheapest option monthly, and we'll talk about that in a second. Podia is, in fact, the cheapest monthly option. As of right now, their starter plan, which is their lowest option, I think is $39 a month. They do have a lot of limitations on what you can and can't do with it. For example, you can't have people signing up for subscriptions on the starter plan, or on the lowest plan. You need to have the next step up, which is still $79. Now, another plus that comes with Podia is that you can make your own sales pages and everything on there. And I do like their sales page designs and the things that you can do with them much better than I like Teachables, but it is still a little bit clunkier. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's the best thing, but if you're trying to cut corners and look for ways to not have to get more software, Podia's sales page customization is pretty nice. It really is. You can also set up Podia with ThriveCart so that if somebody buys something through ThriveCart, they can go directly over into Podia and they'll get assigned that straight there, I believe. At least last time I checked, that was the case. Another thing that you can do inside of Podia is you can have people register for webinars. So if you're doing a paid for training masterclass, you can have that set up inside of Podia. Some things that I didn't like on the interior of Podia were the fact that this sounds mean. I'm not a nerd for printables, but I kind of am. So one of the things that I did not like inside of Podia was where within Teachable, if I put in a PDF, it will allow people to download it. It will allow people to see the PDF in a display format and can scroll through it and blah, blah, blah. With Podia, you can't do that. With Podia, it's literally you have to put a link. And if you want people to see what it is before they click on it, you would have to take a picture of it. And that I didn't like. I did not like that. Now, that was a few months ago, and I haven't been on Podia since. But that was another big thing that I just did not really appreciate. Is that you can't download things directly from there. You can't preview images and PDFs and stuff directly from there. You would just have to make sure that you named it very well so that people can actually click on it. So as far as Podia, the monthly price is the best option if you're talking about low prices. It just is. There's no way around it right now. Podia, I think, is $39. They don't do fees, which is another fantastic thing. That they're really big on is that they don't do fees. They're also very, very responsive. Their tech support people, I was very, very impressed with how helpful they were, how accommodating they were. I didn't feel like anybody was looking at my question and going, ugh, well, that's a stupid question, and then hitting reply to me. I was never made to feel stupid by the questions that I was asking, which is really nice when you're talking about tech support. So So yes, prices are much lower. I think that as far as like the user friendliness of students is really pretty easy to do. Like you can click into it. It's very, very easy to find everything. There's not a whole lot of customization that you can do. As with Teachable, there's a lot of different color options. Like you can make you go into my site, you see that it's very pink. We're actually going to change that because it's a little bit, even for me, it's a little bit too pink. But with Podia, you don't really have that option on your sales pages and stuff. You can edit things around, you can change the colors and such. But as far as like editing the entire site to be more reflective of your personality, it's a little bit more difficult. And I think that they too are working on like the customer interface, where it's like you can choose what you want it to look like. So we've all seen them before, like the Kajabi. Kajabi is one of those interfaces that since Amy Porterfield started using it, and she's the big gun. Since she started using Kajabi, that was like the bar. That was like the thing that everybody was trying to look like. And so Podia had an option to look like Kajabi. So does Teachable. I'm sure that so does Thinkific as well. But if you're looking for a good place to start, especially if you're not super tech savvy, Podia is a really good option. It really is. Again, my biggest gripe was that you can't preview a PDF and download it straight from there. Like you have to click on a link to be able to see it. But that's really it. So if that's kind of like the biggest gripe that I have, I think that that's saying something, right? Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much for sending in all of your questions. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Let me know. I'm here to help. And thank you guys so much for being here. It is awesome to see you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.